Hello, my name is Gemma Whitwick, and I want to talk to you today about nutrition and the digestive system. So what is a balanced diet? There are 5 food groups. So we have meat, fish and alternatives which are rich in protein, which is group 1, which is down here. We have group 2, which is bread, cereals and potatoes. We have group 3, which is vegetables and fruit, which is recommended to have 5 a day. We have group 4, which is dairy and alternatives, which are rich in calciums like milk, cheese. And group 5, which is tiny down here, we have oils and spreads in fat, so it's like oil and butter. It's recommended to eat small amounts of cake, chocolate and crisps a day and try to limit the amount you have a week. When choosing foods, it's best to choose low in fat and salt and sugars, and it's also recommended to have 6 to 8 glasses of water a day. This could be tea, coffee, sugar-free juices. For women, the recommended daily intake of calories is 2,000, and for men it's 2,500. So why water? So it prevents dehydration, it transports nutrients around the body, eliminates waste and products through the urine, and replaces fluids from when you're getting hot and sweaty during aerobic exercise, and optimizes your energy levels and metabolic rates. So nutrients, what do? They help to regulate the body process. They build and repair tissues in the body. They provide energy from the food we've eaten. The digestive system breaks down macronutrients to provide energy for the metabolic functions. So, for example, exercise, and utilizes micronutrients for metabolic processes to survive and grow. So, for example, pumping blood around the body. Enzymes. So what do enzymes do? Enzymes are specialised protein molecules which can speed up or catalyse reactions within the body cells. So this change can take place more quickly depending on the rate of the enzyme within the body. So it all depends on where the enzymes are. So there's the salivary gland, there's pepsin gastric gland for peptides for the large proteins, there's gastric lipase, which is for the lipid fats, there's trypsin, which is for the pancreas, and large and small proteins. So the recommended body temperature is 37 Celsius, which the enzymes work best at. If they get too hot, they break down, and if they get too cold, they work slowly. There's a pH temperature which changes, depends on where in the body the enzymes are, which measures acidity or alkaline. 7 is recognised as neutral, and above 7 is acidic. Gastric enzymes are referred to as juices, which contains hydrochloric acid, which requires an acidic environment. This also contains mucus to protect the stomach wall from being digested. So the mouth. The digestive system starts with the mouth and the saliva. The teeth break down by chewing the food, which releases enzymes to moisten the food to make it easier to swallow. This is called the chemical digestion. The amylase enzyme in the saliva breaks down the starch into sugars after swallowing the muscles in the mouth and tongue push the food into the pharynx and epiglottis. So the food passes through the digestive tract by the mouth muscles contracting which aids movement of the food as it's broken down into smaller components. So the esophagus extends from the pharynx to the diaphragm into the stomach. So the stomach here secretes acid and enzymes that continue to break down food. It leaves the stomach in a liquid or paste form consistency, moving into the small intestine, which is here. So the small intestine continues to break down the food using the enzymes released by the pancreas, which is here, and bile from the liver, which is here. Bile aids digestion of the fat and eliminates waste and products from the blood. So there's 3 segments responsible for continuing to break down food, so it's absorption of nutrients into bloodstream. So this is duodenum and jejunum and ileum. So the pancreas, it's just here, secretes enzymes into the small intestine down here. The enzymes break down the protein, fat and carbohydrates from food we eat. So the liver here makes and secretes bile, cleanse and purifies the blood coming from the small intestine containing nutrients absorbed. So the gallbladder, which is here, stores the bile from the liver. If it needs to be stored, it travels to the gallbladder. When eaten, it contracts and sends bile into the small intestine, which is here. Then once the nutrients absorbed, the leftover liquid passes through the small intestine and travels over to the large intestine, the colon. So large intestine, here, colon. So the stool waste is left from the digestive process is passed through by contractions. First, the stools turn into liquid and then form into solid as water is removed from the stools. Stools are stored until movement empties into the rectum to begin process of elimination. So the rectum holds stools from the colon until elimination happens, and then it travels down to the anus here, which stops stools from coming out until ready. The pelvic floor muscles and the 2 sphincters help to detect stools, so this stops you going to the toilet during the night when you're sleeping. So the pelvic floor angle between the rectum and the anus stops the stools from coming out until elimination is ready. Thank you very much, and if you have any questions, please let me know.